We have breaking news at this hour here in Kansas City, Missouri. We're just learning a few details about what's going on in Kansas City, Missouri. The Kansas City, Missouri Police Department is confirming several people have been shot at a Kansas City church. We have a lot of details about this, just learning them as they're coming in. It is happening a little bit before 12:30 today. We're learning that it's Macedonia Baptist Church, located approximately at 25th and Benton here in Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City police have confirmed that a funeral was taking place today at that location. Not sure how many victims might be involved, who the shooters are, or where the victims might have been shot. We're learning the church was full of mourners at about 12:30 today. Sources at the Macedonia Baptist Church are telling us this was a funeral for Marion Denmon. You might remember he was killed earlier this month. He is the cousin of Missouri basketball guard Marcus Denmon. He's 20 years old. Marion Denmon was shot earlier this month in a car at Emmanuel Cleaver in Elmwood here in Kansas City. The driver of the car told police he heard gunshots and then found Denmon had been shot. That driver took Denmon to a hospital where he later died about 2 hours later. Family told us just the days after Marcus had died, that Marion had died, that Marcus and Marion were like cousins, very close, always playing basketball together, and that Marion was a jokester. Again, we're hearing from police that shots were fired at the scene, possibly at the funeral of Marion Denmon. We have crews on the way, and in fact, we have a photojournalist who has just arrived at the scene at 25th and Benton. His name is Ben Chandler, photojournalist. Ben, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Tell me what you're hearing and what you're learning there at the scene. What do you see?
Well, right now I'm at the scene, and they have actually, things have calmed down. There are police everywhere, fire trucks and ambulances. They do have Benton Boulevard blocked off here at 25th Street. Right now, actually, the casket is coming out of the Macedonia Baptist Church, and they are loading it into a hearse with police still all around, as well as fire trucks and ambulances. There is a police helicopter circling overhead. Kind of a big scene right now. They are loading the casket into the hearse. Beyond that, I really don't know much, but definitely quite a lively scene here right now.
Does it seem like there's any mayhem at all there, or does it seem like a funeral that's going on as normal?
Oh, it's definitely not as normal, but I wouldn't call it mayhem either. It is, people are definitely outside here. There is police tape up surrounding the church. Definitely emergency personnel, but I arrived on the scene. The hearse was out here, but right now, they did bring the casket out of the church and place it into the hearse. Shooting must have happened well before then, but beyond that, there's quite a lively scene, but I definitely want to call it mayhem.
And anybody saying anything about when the shooting took place, if it was when mourners were in the church?
That I do not know.
Okay. All right. Ben Chandler there at 25th and Benton at Macedonia Baptist Church, located approximately at 25th and Benton here in Kansas City. Once again, this shooting occurring possibly at the funeral of 20-year-old Marion Denmon, who was shot earlier this month in a car at Emmanuel Cleaver in Elmwood here in Kansas City. Again, we have many crews on the way. We have Sky Tracker on the way. We're going to be following this on the web, NBCActionNews.com, and, of course, have the very latest at 5, 6, and 10 on NBC Action News. Now back to Days of Our Lives.